everybody? This is CJ Abernathy coming to you live with a sink full of dishes. So let's do some dishes. So, I'll tell you what, it's been a minute since I've done Guy Does Dishes, because, well, I normally do this on Facebook, so figured I might as well come over here to YouTube and, yeah. Last time I did Guy Does Dishes, my phone was busted, it was a blurred out screen, and, yeah. But yeah, this is normally something that I do over on Facebook. This Guy Does Dishes and shoot the shit. You know, it's the show that shows you the guys can and do the dishes. Because, you know, apparently, not a lot of guys do dishes these days. Now, me personally, I find dishes to be kind of therapeutic, you know. There's lots of life lessons that you can get from doing the dishes. And I would dare I argue say that dishes can save lives. So, you know, just like in the real world, every dish is unique. Every utensil, a different purpose. And they get pretty dirty. So I like to compare a sink full of dishes like our government. Different functions, different uses. Like, why is this one flat, and why does this one have a hole? What is the purpose of that hole right there? First one in the comments, let me know. I'd like to know what the purpose of that hole is right there. Anybody know? Either way. Or, you know, like this one. I call this one like, what is this one? Like a baster? Either way, it's got a purpose. Now, you get this new baster and you're like, you know what, I'm going to baste the shit out of all the things I can baste. I'm going to be the best, no, nay, dare I say, I'm going to be a master baster. And you're going to be the best master baster in the whole wide world. But eventually it gets dirty, and if you don't clean it, guess what? It's going to be really disgusting. And that's kind of like government. Government's going to get really disgusting if we don't clean it. We just continue to let it just be what it is. You know? The two-party duopoly is a crime within itself. But what can you do? What can you do, right? So, what can you do? What can the individuals do? Look at me. I still got dishes to do. I can't go fighting tyranny. How can I fight tyranny if I got dishes to do? And that right there is the truth. That there will always be tyranny. Because dare I say it, there will always be dirty dishes. And there will always be some people that they don't like to do dishes. And therefore somebody else has to do their dishes. And those people, even myself that does dishes, they have no idea what this hole is for. Do you know what this hole is for? Because if you don't, you're useless to me right now. Some are just basic plates. You know? They just hold sandwiches, donuts, bagels, quesadillas. You know? But somebody has to do these dishes. Some people have to do these dishes. And it's not like you're going to do my dishes for me. Like I said, this is Guy Does Dishes. This isn't Guy sits there and worries about bullshit. But I can tell you what, there's a lot of dirty dishes that are just nasty out there. I'll tell you what, Facebook, it's got some of it's the nastiest of the nasties out there. But you know what, hey, I don't knock it because I tried it. And you know what, it does have its benefits. but it also has its downsides. Downsides, like being targeted for fraud. Like, you know, when people have the intent to commit fraud, they tend to do so right underneath everybody's nose. You know, they're like, oh, we'll just get away with it because we'll just build secret Facebook groups and do exactly what we say we're not doing, but we're actually doing it. That's what they do. I mean, again, it's disgusting human behavior, but they do it. And the circus goes on. But see, that's just the truth, though. Because just like there will always be those types of people, there will always be dishes in the sink. There will always be dishes in the sink. Okay? You know? Some people, they just need to put a lid on it. That's right. I'm resorting to dishes prop comedy. Because I can. Because it's funny to me. But the real reason you do your dishes so your kids, they can have clean dishes. And that's just like government. You want your kids to have a good government, if there is to be a government at all. If that necessary evil has to exist, you want it to be clean, because if you don't, your kids could be drinking not out of clean cups, not eating off of clean plates, not using clean silverware. And so if that doesn't make you sleep at night, and if that doesn't make you lose a little sleep at night, I'm not saying you can't lose, like, you gotta lose, like, all your sleep, but if that doesn't make you lose, like, 15 minutes of your sleep, just 15 minutes at the end of the night going, God, if I wake up tomorrow and this government is more corrupt and more unconstitutional than it is today, we're going in the wrong direction. You know, are there progresses being made? Yes, there are. And there are some good groups out there, and I do acknowledge that. But then there's others. Yeah. Well, no, I agree. I agree 100%. I agree. Been exposing that fraud for a minute. So like I said, you know, but I'll tell you what, that fraud has never once come to my house and done my dishes, so again, her opinion is absolutely irrelevant to my life. And if she got hit by a bus tomorrow walking across the street, more than likely jaywalking, you know, because stupid choices have stupid results, I wouldn't shed a tear. In fact, you know what I would do? I'll tell you what. Because I know she's an old hag that's eventually going to, expire from this mortal coil. Hopefully, naturally, you know, natural death is the preferred way for people to go. And hell, you know what? Even in my worst enemy, you can die in your sleep. That's the best you can hope for. But either way, when it is your time to leave this mortal coil, I promise you that I will be going to Buckstop Studio, and I will be playing all the greatest hits on that day. See, there is no RESPECT for you, because you're a fraud. Rest in peace. So, that's the guy does dishes monologue, I guess. You know what? Like I said, how dumb do you gotta be? It's one thing to, like, make a rhyme out of it or some bullshit. It's, you know, it's another thing to... It's a whole nother thing to declare yourself like the Messiah. You know? Stupid people. Stupid people. You silly idiots. You guys knock it off just for a day. I mean, I actually made a challenge like a month ago. And that challenge was to stop worrying about your internet haters, your internet trolls. Just go out and do what you say you do. You save children. I haven't seen one news report of one child saved, nor anybody giving anyone that credit. Not for them. You know what I mean? Not one. Not one person in my inbox going, hey CJ, they saved my life. You know, they saved my child. Not one. You know what I mean? Not one. So, you know what? Like I said, it's not like you're going to come do my dishes. You know what I'm having for dinner tonight? Chicken burgers. With lettuce, tomato, grilled onions. I hope pepper jack cheese, but I'd settle with mozzarella too for chicken burgers. Good old onion buns. You know what? I'm gonna enjoy that feast tonight. And I'm gonna get some dishes dirty. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to do those damn dishes again. Because that's just what you gotta do. It's a rinse and repeat cycle. But the thing with fraud is it wakes up every day and it's fraud. So it has to discredit those that know it's fraud. It has to do everything in its power to essentially get away with the next fraud. Because, you know, fraud is deceit. You know, fraud is very, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to go, am I being scammed here? You know? Funny story. You see these things right here? These are, what are they, little like spatula things? If you don't pull out the handles, and you don't go into the deep, dark crevices, and you don't put something in there, you find that crap in there. Alright? Now, what this is like is this on the surface. Let's give you a full demonstration for the idiots out there. On the surface, you might go, oh, that's clean. That looks clean. You know, there's nothing wrong with this. But upon further inspection, you realize that there's a secret little crevice. And they're doing a bunch of dirty stuff. Well, that's this group I've been exposing. On the surface, they present themselves as clean utensils, ready to be used, and efficient for people. But once you pull apart the handle and you see how the structure works, you figure it out that it's pretty freaking dirty. And it's got some dirty stuff going on. And guess what? If there isn't somebody willing to go in there and expose the fact that there's that dirty crap in there, that dirty crap will continue to be there. Now, I'm not saying that... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, anyways, you'd be amazed to know that everybody's entitled to an opinion. Even crazy lunatics that are out there defrauding people, they're entitled to an opinion. And that's all it is, an opinion. I have an opinion. You have an opinion. The neighbor next door has an opinion. The guy down the street has an opinion. And you know, here's the funny part. What are you going to do when my neighbor across the street goes, yeah, that's definitely a fraud? Are you going to throw both of us in jail because we're both going to publicly say, yeah, I think you're a fraud? I just don't get it. I don't get your stupidity. You know? Don't you have like some signatures to go collect, or I don't know. But yeah, either way, I'll digress my point. So I miss doing Guy Does Dishes. Should go back to doing an episode of Guy Does Dishes daily. Whatever happened to Guy Does Dishes t-shirts? Guy Does Dishes kept me sane for the longest of times. So, anybody else got anything before I go? I mean, again, you know, this is a open comment period. Pretty much make myself available to all those that may have any questions, comments, or concerns, or complaints. Again, I've got about 12 days left now for Facebook jail, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm hopefully going to have an update for you guys tomorrow afternoon about my daughter's situation. I do want to thank everybody that has supported me so far. If you go onto my YouTube, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a link to a PayPal Me account that people can contribute if they'd like. Everything would be greatly appreciated. Because again, it's just not going to go away. It doesn't stop until it stops. And I'm going to keep doing what I got to do. Not only raise awareness, but I still have to manage a house. You see, like, I still have things I have to do, folks. Like, but at least I'm not out there with the circus show, going out there and defrauding people, trying to run on false premises. You know, I'm not asking anybody to buy a book. I'm asking for help. There's a difference. So, you know, these idiots will say whatever they want. I mean, hey, they're entitled to it. Doesn't mean they're right, but it means they have an opinion which makes them human. And because they're human, they got these, like, unalienable rights, and one of those is freedom of speech, and if you deprive them of that, all because your feelings got hurt, oh, man, like I said, we live in a difficult world where Alex Jones is censored, you know, absolutely stupid. He's proving his points every day. And they're just walking him right into it. They did the same thing with John Anderson in Canada, proving his points, walking into it. That's the problem with stupid people. You prove smart people's points. It really is, like, every day. Every day something new comes across that points out your hypocrisy. And it's like, listen, I admit I'm an asshole. I admit that I can be abrasive to people's feelings because I don't care about your feelings when it comes to facts. So, you know, that doesn't make me a criminal. That makes me an opinionated asshole, no different than 99% of the people on the internet. And that 1% that are all holier than thou, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? It's not that difficult to explain. But through apathy, through people's ignorance, lack of education, whether or not Disneyland is still going to be there next week, whether or not people are going to actually be able to get, you know, their own personal needs met, through the apathy of others, individuals will suffer. And if you let one suffer, eventually it'll be your turn to suffer. And eventually you will be faced with the reality that you have nobody else. So you might not like me saying you're a fraud, but by me saying you're a fraud protects the next person to expose the next fraud. And all I've simply stated to you is all you have to do. This would shut me up about you. Show me your credentials. It's not that complicated. It's the one thing. That's where I think we can all agree with. Now, do I need credentials to do the dishes? No. I think we could all say, you know what, you're a grown-ass man, you can do the dishes. But if I'm sitting here saying, hey guys, I'm going to work with abused children and interview them live on social media, give them leading coaching questions, and I'm going to sit there and exploit their abuse story, I think we could all agree that I should have some form of training and not just be able to go start a non-profit and then have to, again, there's legalities to it, is what I'm trying to get at. So, with that being said, why does the plumber got to have a license? Why does the doctor have to have a license? Why does the chiropractor have to have a license? The lawyer, the attorney, all these people, they have to have credentials to do what they do. But this one fraud prophet doesn't. This doesn't have to abide by those same standards. Like, it defies the laws of physics. It's just insane. Who do you really think you are? Like, who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts. Who do you think you are, honestly? Like, honestly. Oh, wait, that's right. You think you're Jesus. Like Jesus. My bad. Either way. Where did my sandals go? Oh, were those dishes as good for you as they were for me? I normally like to have an after dishes smoke. Sheriff Dave, if you're going to arrest me for having an opinion on the internet, can you make it after dinner? So that way I can at least get some food in my belly before we go over to Ipswich and I tell you, yeah, I think she's a fraud. Oh, shoot. I still 10% battery. That's enough for a smoke. Ooh. I'll get there. I see a few comments. They're just popping in and out too fast for my walking. Maybe you coming in? All right. The girls are out on a walk, so I got to get those dishes done so I can eat some chicken burgers. It's a team effort. I do the dishes. She makes the chicken burgers. It's a rinse and repeat dinner cycle. Now you're on the chopping block. Well, welcome to the club. The anointed one. Yeah, that's a good one. King shit of the caca people. Yeah. The cracks and crevices. Yep, exactly. If you don't go into the nasty cracks and crevices, you're never going to find the dirt. What else do we got here? Hello, Freedom Rider. Indiana Grandma. Indiana Grandma. Even if you don't give her your story to exploit, she will then attack you anyway. Yeah. Yep. She's one of those, if you're not with me, you're against me. Which is what it is, so. I think I'm caught up. I don't know if I missed anybody's. Oh man, that's right, I forgot. She said you guys get paid in heroin. That's got to be the dumbest thing. So again, I want to emphasize this. she can say whatever she wants to say. She can harm whoever she wants to harm. And we're the ones that are going to go to jail for this. Like, does this make any sense to anybody? That she can have carte blanche immunity to do what she wants. She can say whatever she wants about whoever she wants, no matter how true or false it is. And we are the ones that are going to go to jail for it? That's what is going on in her delusion? Ugh. Good luck. Good luck. Dave, just hurry up, please. I got shit to do. I don't have time for this bullshit. Like I said, she said that I killed people, you know? That's her opinion. Doesn't make it true. But I do appreciate what Dick Liberty said, you know, that my job was to save lives, to make sure the road was clear from roadside bombs, to be a part of a route clearance platoon, you know. So, I actually did the opposite, you stupid idiot. She tried giving me BS codes. Hey, codes, statutes, regulations, all color of law. Just throw that back at her. You're going to deny me my freedom of speech under the color of law? No law can be made that abridges freedom of speech. And any law appearing to resemble abridging freedom of speech is void. It's not in line with the Constitution. And just because your feelings are hurt, then just turn off the TV. It's like if I was to sit here and say, hey guys, CNN's hurting my feelings. We need to shut them down. We need to shut down CNN. You know, we need to arrest Wolf Blitzer right now. Wolf Blitzer, you hurt my feelings. Sorry, Wolf, I had to use you as an example there, but you get my point. But again, this person I've been talking about is the one claiming that she's running for public office. So, if you're the public, I'd like to see CNN do an actual story. You know what? How about instead of sitting here on our live broadcast, let's actually reach out to the media and say, hey, would you do an honest story about this person and how she's targeted families and people, and just hear it out? You know, let's give her moment in the sun. Let's do it. Send them links to Buckstop Studio videos. See if we can get a Buckstop Studio video to play on CNN. Then she'll go, oh, it's just fake news. And then it appears on Fox News. And then she's like, oh, Fox News is fake news. Then it appears on MSNBC. And she's like, oh, that's fake news. And she's like, the only real news is going to be my platform now. Either way, it's stupid. So, like I said, even my own sheriff said that everybody's entitled to an opinion. So, I have to assume she's entitled to hers, no matter how false I think it is. And I'm entitled to mine, no matter how much she might hate it. So, either way, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So, but again, it's just sad that she's got people that I used to respect that are buying into her bullshit, because, you know, I think they fear her personally. Just find one thing you disagree with her on and just watch her go to town against you. I mean, again, don't take my word for it. Go out and try it for yourself. You know, she can create a list of every person she hates, and that's fine. She can have people say that they would kill somebody on her live broadcast, and she can agree with that, and that's just fine. But the person that actually, you know, has evidence of her conspiring to have his child removed from her and his family broken up, that person's going to go to jail? Makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all. Speaking of John Anderson, I will be giving him a call tonight. See how he's doing. It's been a minute. So. Oh, I don't fear her at all. I honestly. Let's put it to you this way. we talk about the First Amendment, right? We talk about the First Amendment and we're like, you know what? We have the freedom of speech to say what we want, how we want, and do what we want. I haven't shown this on this episode of Guy Does Dishes. I don't even know if I showed this on YouTube. Man, oh man. Kind of getting a little excited. Still haven't gone out and done what I wanted to do yet. So, this right here is my concealed carry permit in the state of South Dakota. And this, although it's not concealed, is what defends my First Amendment right. So, like I said, come and take it. Come and take my opinion from me. I highly doubt you will. So like I said, it's for defense. So, it's not like I'm going to sit here and go, okay, well, you know what? At the end of the day, guys, I fear somebody's internet opinion. I don't fear anybody. And that's why you should go out and get yourself one too. Yeah, no, I've heard Randy Davis was thrown in jail and all this, that, and the other, and like I said, you know, it is what it is. You know, to sit there and have her targeting people, it's like, all right, you know what? Just expose expose the hypocrisy of it. So, but you know what? Like I said, you got to make sure you're well protected, and therefore we have the First Amendment to speak our piece, and we have the Second Amendment to defend our right to speak our piece. So, if you don't like it, too bad. It's constitutionally protected. So, anyways, I did the dishes. I'm gonna go enjoy some chicken burgers and root beer, and that's gonna be my night. So, you guys have a good night or don't. Choice is always yours, and I'll see you guys next time. If you haven't already, please go check out my story video. I need your help. It's all there, everything I'm trying to do, and I'm being as open and transparent with it as I can. So if you could contribute, I'd be greatly appreciated. And no donation is too small, and everything goes to the attorney to help stop the case I'm going through right now. So I appreciate everybody that's already contributed so far. And I've still got a long way to go, but I have faith, and I'll be believing that this will end soon. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. We'll do a smoke me if you got them later.